Okay, and like just to make sure like I understand everything correctly, you've been going through this for about 3 years, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay, and like how long have you been trying to change this for?
it's been about the last 6 months, I'd say.
Okay, and okay, 6 months, and like why do you think it took you so long to come to realization that you need to do something about this, man?
I had some things with my family. I didn't have really much time for work. Some things got in the way.
Okay, um, and like what steps have you taken so far towards high ticket sales?
In these 6 months,
And these
specify it.
okay, and like what steps have you taken so far in these 6 months towards high ticket sales?
It's just trying to learn the skill. I watch some YouTube videos, doing some notes, went over some free courses. Just this.
Okay, like it sounds like you're doing everything, man. But um, I'm not sure I understand, man. I mean, you've been going through this for about 3 years, and you've been trying to change this for about 6 months, and the reason is like the reason it took you so long to like come to realization and change about this is because you couldn't really find the time for that. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say that's a part of that.
Yeah. It is it okay if I make an observation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so like it seems like that you wanna like that you want to achieve this goals you want to achieve, and like the only thing that's been getting in your way is you couldn't really find a time after work, and something happened to your parents that that held you back from taking like more action and
Wait,
stuff.
wait, wait, wait.
Huh?
Before going to this, it was fine. Let me just understand if you got the limiting belief.
You said
What is
you couldn't really find the time, and you said some gone away for family.
yeah.
Like I'm like stuck between fear of failure, and because you gave like more than one thing, but
Yeah, but
at the same
there
time,
weren't
yeah.
like 10 excuses.
So
What do
like
you say? It's here.
I feel like we just
It's
got like
one in particular.
we got a bit comfortable, or
It's a lack of urgency.
yeah, like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like urgency.
It's a lack of urgency, yeah.
Okay, like that.
Okay, now coaching moment.
Okay, so like it seems like you want to achieve these goals that you want to achieve, and the only thing that's been stopping you is because the only thing that's been stopping you is like something happened with family, and you couldn't really find a time for this, and
Yeah.
it like seems to me that you might have the lack of urgency and like and 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 that's why you haven't really taken action in those 2 years. And is that fair
Be
to
a little
assume?
bit more precise. A little
Okay,
bit more precise. Describe the situation a bit more. Okay.
so it seems like you want to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, and the only thing that's stopping you from actually working more towards it is you say you had something happen with your family, and you say you couldn't really find a time for this, and but like it seems to me like you might have like lack of urgency, like
So do something. Be more smooth.
okay.
Okay. I know you might have to warm up a bit.
Okay. So it seems like you want to achieve the goals that you want to achieve of making 10K and all that stuff, and the only thing that's been stopping
Mm-hmm.
you from actually working more towards it is because you say you can't really find time for this, and you had something happen for family, and you've been going through this for about 2 years, man. And it seems to me you might have the lack of urgency, man, and that's why you haven't really taken more action, and no, and that's why you haven't really taken action sooner. Is that fair to assume?
Yeah, specify it is was fine. Lack of urgency coming from being a bit comfortable and not actually having this pain to change. Is that fair to assume? Because it's the pain of staying in the same situation would have exceeded the pain of actually taking action. You would have taken action 2 years before. But so do you see how possible is it possible that this the fact that it took you so long to actually take action might be because you got to be comfortable. Is that fair to assume? Yeah, probably. Blah 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 blah. Blah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it seems like to me like you want to you. So it seems like you want to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, making 10K a month and have financial freedom, and
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that's been stopping you from actually working more towards these goals are fuck. Okay,
Oh man.
so it seems like you want to choose goals that you want to achieve. You make 10K a month. You want to have financial freedom. And the reason you haven't really done this earlier is because you said you couldn't really find a time for this, and you said you had something happen with your family. And
Mm-hmm.
it seems like to me you might have like the lack of urgency, because like man, like you could have done something about this like 2 years earlier and stuff. And do you see how?
Don't phrase it like this.
Okay,
You could have. Mm, because if the pain of blah 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 would have exceeded blah blah blah, you would have.
okay, I'll
Okay.
start for there. Because if
Yeah,
like
yeah,
because if the pain like got to be too much, you would have like done something about this earlier. Is that fair to assume?
yeah. Probably if you put it that way. I mean, could be.
And like and because of that, like you haven't been able to make much progress. Is that right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
And can you see how like your lack of urgency has like held you back for the last 2 years and really has held you back from reaching your goals? You you see that?
I also specify the thing that in these 6 months, I really didn't do much because to become a closer, it's not enough to watch some videos that go or some free courses. You actually have to practice the skill and do stuff, but it's okay. But do you see how this being comfortable and not really having a lot urgency inside yourself is still stopping you from actually taking concrete action towards reaching your goals? Yeah, probably. Exactly. And so since you realize that it's necessary that you remove this feeling of being comfortable from your life in order for you to get to your goals, how do you think we can move past this to make sure it doesn't hold you back anymore in the future? Okay, be more precise.
Um, and now like you can see, and you can see now that this lack of urgency has really like held you back from reaching goals you want to achieve. And and like no fuck.
Go on.
And can you see how like this like lack of urgency has really held you back from reaching goals that you want to achieve?
I mean, if you put it that way, could be.
Okay, and like, do you see how like this will continue to like help hold you back in the future if you like don't address it in the future?
I mean, if it did in the past, it should even in the future.
Uh-uh. Um, like it just feels weird. Like this, like I'm just
Yeah,
like
because you are too general.
yeah.
That's the reason it feels a little bit off. If you go a little bit more specific with your sentences, you explain my situation a little bit more, and you tailor your approach more for this prospect in particular, it will feel more natural. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you're tired. Could be.
No, like I actually like changed my script a little bit. That's why I'm kind of just off.
Okay.
But
What did you wrote?
like I just like I kind of like just like added more on the questions. Like I said, it was. Let's start from. Okay, it says like, wait, you, and like you have a desire to achieve the goals that we mentioned earlier, but your actions haven't quite aligned with that. And you said that's because
Hmm.
you haven't been able to find a time, and you went through something for family. And like I'm not saying like those things are not valid excuses, but it seems like to me you might have like the lack of urgency.
Yeah, this really depends from the prospect you
Yeah.
have in front of you. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, we still have to put a work on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just you have to tailor your approach compared to who you have in front of you, man. If you sound too general, it will feel weird. Weird. And it will sound a little bit scripted. It will sound weird. It won't be like I don't like it. Okay. So let's go over challenge from the beginning.
Okay. Okay, like just to make sure I understand everything correctly, you've been going through this for about 3 years, and how long have you been trying to change this for?
I'd say it's been like 6 months. Yeah, 6 months.
Okay, 6 months. And like, why do you think it took you so long to come to realization that you need to that you need to do something about this?
I don't know, man. With work, it's just hard to find the time. When I come back from home, I'm super tired, and also like in the past year or so, like some family things got in the way, and so it wasn't really easy to find the time.
Okay, okay, and what steps have you taken so far towards high ticket sales in these 6 months?
I was just trying to practice the skill. Like, I mean, not practicing, but like learning more about the skill. So I was watching some YouTube videos, um, going over some free courses, just this kind of stuff. Taking notes.
Okay, and do you think like just taking notes and watching videos is gonna get you to close that you want to become?
No, definitely not.
And why? Why you think
Because if you want to become a closer, you actually have to put in the work. Just doing role plays, put the dials in. If you're already in an offer, just do
that?
things. You know.
Okay, and like start
Now,
back huh?
what was stopping you from working on that?
And
What
like
was
what
stopping you from actually doing these things?
and like what and damn, and what will stop you from actually doing these things, overcoming these things?
I don't know. Just like I said earlier, it was a bit hard to find the time. Yeah, let's say.
And what was like stopping you from overcoming, and what was stopping you from and what was
Come on,
stopping
man.
you and what was stopping you from making the time for something like this in the past?
I don't know, man. I just think I didn't make it a priority, to be honest.
Okay, sorry, but like I'm trying to understand. You've been going through this for about 3 years. You've been trying to change this for about 6 months, and the reason you haven't really taken action sooner is because you didn't make this your priority. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's fair to assume.
Okay, it like it is it okay to make an observation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So it seems like you deeply want to achieve these goals that you want to achieve of making 10K of health, financial freedom, and all that stuff. And the only thing that's been stopping you from taking action sooner is you not making this your top priority. And like, do you see how making and do you see how not making your
Come on, it was good.
and do you see how not making high ticket sales your top priority has like really affected your progress towards getting to your goals?
Yeah, but tell me, where does this thing of not making it a priority come from?
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
you have to identify the limiting belief or behavior.
Okay, and you said you haven't like made this your top priority, and where's that came from exactly?
No, no, no. Go with the coaching moment.
Okay, all right. So like it seems like you really want to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. You want to have financial freedom, location freedom, all that stuff. And the thing that's really has stopped you from doing this sooner and making more progress towards this is you haven't really made this your top priority,
Yeah.
and like where's that really come from exactly? Not making this your top priority.
No, no, no. You don't have to ask me. You
Oh,
have to say it yourself. You have to identify my limiting belief. Then, of course, if I didn't make something my priority, it's because I was already comfortable in my situation. And so you have to identify that, tell that to me, and as soon as you say that, I will probably say, "Oh shit, this guy's right. He's an expert here. He knows what he's talking about."
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
All right. It seems like you you really want to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. You want to have 10K a month. You want to have financial freedom and all these stuff. And the thing that really has stopped you from doing this sooner is you not making this your top priority. And and you said and like do you see no and like is it like okay to assume that you might you might lack the you might lack the urgency to actually do something about this because like um god damn bro.
The urgency thing is not needed here. You can just go with being comfortable. So is it fair to assume that the fact that you didn't make this your priority is because you gotta be comfortable with the situation? Yeah, you were saying that you really hated this thing, you hated that thing, but at the end of the day, if you didn't make this the thing that would ultimately change your life, your priority, your absolute priority, it was maybe because you gotta be comfortable with the situation. Is that fair to assume? Okay, just be more natural. I don't know what's happening today. You're just not flowing.
Okay, like I'm gonna
Have
start
you eaten
from
today?
yeah. I'm gonna start from is it fair to assume I'm starting from that part?
Okay.
Okay, and like, is it fair to assume that you got and it is it fair to assume that you like the urgency to like actually do something about this, man? Because it's been like a while, man. No,
I mean, yeah, it could be.
and
Go straight with the getting comfortable thing
okay,
without the urgency. Okay.
okay,
It's just more impactful.
and is it like fair to assume that you got a bit comfortable with your situation?
I mean, if you put it that way, probably.
Okay, and
You have to try explain the reasons to me. Like, okay, you gotta be comfortable about why. Because you didn't make this your. Of course, this is like, um, this is normal, but I don't know. I'm the prospect.
okay,
So is it fair to assume that since you haven't made this your absolute priority, it was because you gotta be comfortable with your situation, and so the pain of actually taking action didn't really exceed the pain of sorry, the pain of staying in the same situation didn't really exceed the pain of actually taking action. Is that fair to assume?
okay,
Okay, just be more a
yeah,
bit more precise.
okay. And like, is it like fair to assume that you've gotten a bit no, you said what the fuck? Yo, was it?
What's happening today?
I don't know, bro. Like it's been off this whole day. So being console gun. Okay, like, and is it fair to assume they gotten a bit comfortable? I mean, like, cause like you haven't like made this your top priority for like the past 6 months. Is okay.
Explain.
I'm not okay. I know. Is it fair to assume have you come in conflict situation? Say this your top priority?
Go for already from the explaining. You gotta be comfortable, and so that, and then explain.
Okay.
Just a brief explanation, just to make me see that you're actually talking to me and not to someone else.
Okay. Is it fair to assume current situation? Conflict situation. It's your top 6 months. Okay. And like, is it like fair to assume that you haven't really made this? No, and is it fair to assume you have gotten a bit comfortable with the situation, man? Because you said yourself that you haven't made this your top priority for the last 6 months. And like, do you see how you got a bit comfortable with your situation because you haven't made this a top priority?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Probably right.
Okay, and like, do you see how like you not making higher ticket sales your top priority has like affected you for the past 6 months and like you making progress towards this?
I mean, yeah,
And like, how do you see that?
good. Because I just didn't put enough time into it. Just I don't think I did enough in order to actually get closer to becoming a closer.
Okay, and like, what do you feel you haven't done enough, like specifically?
I didn't put enough time into it. Didn't make this my absolute priority. I wasn't thinking about it so often. Just was I was doing superficial things.
Okay, and do you see like if you like don't address like this of you being comfortable and you not making this your top priority will like eventually affect you in the future and continue to affect you if you don't address it right now. Do you see that?
Yeah, that's I think that's evidence.
Okay, and like what do you think that you could do this week to actually make progress towards and actually change to actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve? I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
And it was in okay. And so, how do you think you can stop being like comfortable with the situation and actually make high ticket sales your absolute priority for the next 4, 5, 6 months?
Okay, and like how do you think you could you said what again?
So okay, and so how do you think you can make high ticket sales? You can stop being comfortable and actually make high ticket sales your absolute priority for the next 3, 4, 5 months in order that you make serious progress towards it and you're actually working towards the life you want. How do you think we can move past this?
Okay. And like, how do you think we can move past this behavior of you being comfortable and like you not making this your top priority?
I think I just have to make this my priority and actually focusing more into it towards the day.
Okay, right. Because making high ticket sales your top priority will like eventually lead you to like getting better every single day and eventually coming closer and
Yeah.
eventually get and eventually reaching the goals I want to reach. And um and like I understand that like you see that you being comfortable is a problem and you need to change it. And let's say if no, and like I can assure you that like this will come up again in the future, and when it does, are you like 100% certain that like you will work through it to actually get to the goals that you want to achieve?
More fluent.
Yeah, and like
It was good.
yeah, and like I see that like you can okay, and it's great that I see no, and it's great that you see that this is a problem and you need to like change this and make high ticket sell your top priority, and I can assure you that this will come up in the future again if you being comfortable in the future and like when it does come up in the future are you like committed like 100% to like working through it and getting past it to make and to like achieve the goals that you want to achieve?
I think I just have to lock the fuck in and do what you said.
Right. um okay,
Now let's go over it again.
and and just to make sure I understand everything correctly, you've been going through this for about 3 years, and how long have you been trying to change this for?
It's been about 6 months, I'd say.
6 months, okay. So you've been going through this for about 6 months, one any so you've been trying to change for about 6 months, you've been going through this for 3 years, and why do you think it took you so long to come to realization that you need to do something about this?
It just wasn't like easy to find the time. It just wasn't easy to some family things happened. It wasn't easy to make this my priority for the day.
Okay. And what steps have you taken so far towards high ticket sales?
I tried to learn a little bit more about the skill in itself. I just watched some YouTube videos, taking some notes, all this kind of stuff.
Okay. And like, do you think like and like not to like downplay you, but do you think just taking notes and watching videos is gonna get you to the closer that you want to become?
No, no, not really.
Okay. Um, right, and I'm like, I'm like sorry, but like I'm trying to understand. You've been going through this for about 3 years, and you've been trying to change for about 6 months. You taking some notes, you watch some videos and all that stuff in 6 months. But um, the and like the only thing that's been like stopping you from doing something about this earlier is because you didn't make this your top priority, and you can't really find the time for that for this. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay. Is it cool to make an observation real quick about that?
yeah, sure.
Okay, so it seems like you want to like make that 10K. You want to achieve all the goals that you want to achieve, and the only thing that's been stopping you is you not finding time for this, and you not making this your top priority. Um,
Yeah,
and like why have no no no
easy fair
no
to
yeah,
assume.
and
Oh,
like is it like fair to assume that you got a big compliment because like you said yourself you haven't like made this your top priority and you couldn't really find the time for this. Is that fair to assume?
I mean, if you put it that way, it could be. Yeah.
Okay, and give me a second. And do you see how like you being comfortable and you like not making this your top priority and you not making time for this has like led you to like where you at right now. Do you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, great. And you know what to say here, like dude.
Okay, and so how can we move past this
Yeah.
to make sure it doesn't hold you back
Yeah.
anymore?
And like how can we like move past this so it doesn't happen no more and like continue to hold you back from making progress towards this?
Um, I just think I have to lock the fuck in and make this my absolute priority.
Yeah, great. And that's great, man, that like you're accountable and stuff and like like I can 100% assure you that like this will come up again in the future and like fuck and like great man like I like that you're accountable and I can almost 100% assure you that like this will come up again in the future and like when it does, are you 100% committed to working through this and eventually getting past this?
If it goes like if it returns in the future, I think I just have to work through it.
Right? Because like what happens if you don't work through it?
I think I'd say in the same situation.
Right? And then we're going to consequential. Is that
Yeah, yeah. It's okay.
and like you be in the same place in the future? Are you like okay with that?
No,
Right?
no, not really.
Right? And I feel like I'm missing somewhere.
No. Now you're gonna even ask now. Okay, and so how do you think you can actually do this? Because you know this thing has been going on to the for the past 3.5 years, let's say. So how do you think you can finally change this behavior, making this your absolute priority, and actually put in the work? How do you think you'd be able to do that? Do that?
And like, how do you think you'll actually go about making this your top priority and like putting in the work so you could choose the goals that you want to choose?
Um, like I said, I think I just have to, just do it, man.
Okay. Um. Just okay.
Yeah, it's a bit vague as a response.
Yeah, I mean, but like when you say like you're like you're just gonna do it, like what? It's vague. Like I can't.
Yeah. Uh, Now you could go with something. Um, yeah, you could go with something like, okay, say you just do it, but I can assume like over the past 3 years, there were times where you said that you're gonna change the situation no matter what, and you're actually gonna put in the work, and you do it like whatever, like you said in your mind like I just do it, but then at the end of the day you didn't really do it. And I don't want I'm not sure that like this thing happened in the past to you, but um I don't know like if it is a good approach. I was just thinking about something. So are you actually sure that this time, like, this limiting behavior will not actually hold you back towards actually taking action every single day towards a high ticket sales?
Okay. And like you're
But you can skip that. Then you can for the time. I mean, it depends from the situation you have. You know, this is too specific. I mean, to just practice it.
you're
You
right.
can just gain a couple commitments. I think.
Let me like do it like once just to have like reference or something.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah. You can also gain a couple commitments if you want. I
yeah.
think it's more effective.
Okay, and you're and like you're okay, and like you're saying like you're just gonna do it, man. But I see like you probably have like said like I'm gonna do it, like I'm just gonna do it in the past, and like that hasn't really happened. Like and like what approach do you? Like it's hard to
Ah, okay. It wasn't bad.
like and like what do you think you have to change about your approach so like it doesn't continue to like so it doesn't continue in this pattern of you just saying like I'm just gonna do it but it doesn't actually happen. Like what do you think you have to actually change about your approach to actually not fall into the same pattern?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what do I have to do.
That's okay, man. I mean, it's understandable like not knowing what to do because like you've been going through this for about 3 years. I mean, um, is it cool if I make a no? Is it? Is, wait, is it?
Why?
Wait. I,
No, I think you
okay.
just have to reassure me about it. Okay, you don't know what to do about it, but no, that's exactly the reason why you were in your situation for 3.5 years. That's completely normal. So we'll work on it like specifically. That's not a problem. But before we get into everything, you can even like show the gap now or gain a couple commitments. Then self solution that you can actually pitch.
Okay. I was gonna skip that. Okay, and like, and just to, like show that, okay, and just to show that I understand like where you're at right now. You are 20 years old and you're working in car sales and you turn to high ticket sales because you have more money, and you
Why you're
want to
doing
help.
show the gap?
Yeah.
Why?
Like oh. Okay.
Let's do challenge all over again.
Okay. And just to like make sure I
One last
understand.
time.
Okay, and like just to make sure I understand everything correctly. You've been going through this for about 3 years, right?
Yeah,
And how long have you been trying to change this for?
it's been about I'd say 6 months.
Okay, 6 months. Okay. So you've been going through this for about 3 years. You've been trying to do this for 6 months. And why do you think it took you so long to come to realization that you need to do something about this?
um, man, in these 3 years, it just was hard to find the time. I was working all day long, and when I come back home, I'm just really tired, and even some family things got in the way. So yeah, I think I didn't really make this high sales thing my priority.
Okay. So yeah, okay, and like, what steps have you made so far towards high ticket sales in these last 6 months?
I was just trying to learn a little bit more about the skill. I was just watching some YouTube videos, went over some free courses, taking notes, just consuming some informations.
Okay, so like you're just doing your research, right?
Yeah, about the skill.
Okay, okay. And like I'm like trying to understand here. You've been going through this for about 3 years, in trying to do this for 6 months, but like the only thing that's gonna stop you from taking action sooner and like making progress towards this because you haven't made this your top priority and you haven't made time for this. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay, and like is it and like is it cool if I make an observation?
yeah.
Okay, so it seems like you want to achieve these goals that you want to achieve, and like the only stop you, you make is you not making this your top priority and stuff. And is it like, is it okay to assume that you got a bit comfortable with your situation, man? Because like you said yourself, you haven't you've been struggling to find a time for this, and you also haven't made this your top priority for the last 2 years. Is that safe to assume?
Um, I think. I mean, if you put it that way, yeah, it's likely.
Okay. And do you see how like you not making this your top priority has like led you to not making that much progress towards this? Like do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, past 3 years, I didn't really come closer. So yeah.
right. And like how can we like move past this and like change our approach towards this to actually make progress towards high ticket sales?
I just think I have to lock the fuck in. Not give a fuck about being comfortable.
Right. Um and like how exactly are you gonna go about that? I mean, you said like you're just gonna walk in and like just do it, but like like you've been saying that for about no, it's too, I'm assuming too much right there.
I can um I can assume that there were times in those 3 years where you
Mm-hmm.
also said that, but at the end of the day, like you didn't do much. So what do you think this time will change that will actually get you to your goals?
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And like I could assume that you've been saying that for the last 2 years, and like it's been a pattern of you like you saying that like I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna do this, but like it doesn't happen. And
A bit too aggressive.
right. Okay.
It's very brittle, the line of you being too aggressive and the line of being too soft. You just have to be in the middle. I know it's not easy, but try to do like I'm a stranger.
Yeah, I mean, and like I could assume that you've been saying that for the last like 3 years and stuff, and you haven't really made that much progress towards this. And like, what do you think you need to like actually change to not follow that same pattern?
I don't really know, man.
Okay, I mean, like, it's fine that you don't know. We'll like get in. We'll get more insight later. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay,
And
we can see how it's already a lot better.
yeah, like, dude, like I'm like I think I hit like a bumpy spot in this. Like, I don't
Nah, I
know.
think you're just tired. Man, the fact that it's the same with the gym. It could be like anything. I don't know, you didn't sleep really well. You ate something you shouldn't ate. You shouldn't have ate and eaten. Could be like some shit and your performance goes down by like 30%, 40%. It's completely normal. It happens the same with the gym. So it's not really a problem. The
Right.
fact is that if you want to have consistent like performance, like having 80% one day, 85% the next day, maybe 75 the next day, maybe 90% the next day, so really stable, you just have to stick to a routine, man, and actually do what the routine says. But I know it's not easy. um it's a major life change, but that is what actually changes things.
Yeah. I just like have a lot of I have a lot of brain fog for no reason. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah, it
I just
depends
have brain
from
fog.
the brain fog. It depends, like it's caused by many things, mainly sleep, but also what you ate, what you did during the day, how tired you are, if you're stressed or not, if you're anxious or not, what are you going through your life. There are many things,
Yeah.
but mainly it's just sleep and what you eat, basically. Yeah, and if you're really in a stressful situation at the moment, if you can solve at least the two things, like sleeping and eating, you'll be basically fine. How many hours are you sleeping a day?
Like I got off the call like around like 1:30 or 2, so
You got a
um
call at 1:30 to 2?
no. Like I'm saying like after this call like we'll like in the call at like 1:30 or like 2 or something. But then I go
Oh,
to
okay.
sleep. I try to go sleep around like 2:30. So that's like five
Okay, no, I
hours,
mean the whole hours sleeping per day. So okay, 5 hours during the night, and then in the afternoon.
like 2 hours max.
Okay. Do you sleep like before the call?
Yeah, it's like when I get home, I might take like a call, then I'll take a nap.
No, no, before actually doing this call. Like I know you have dinner, then you go to sleep, and then you have the call.
Yeah, I do
So
that.
more than 2 hours.
Hmm?
So more than 2 hours between the afternoon and the evening.
No, like yeah, I like get home around 3, take a call like
Yeah.
with Maria at like three
Mm-hmm.
thirty. I eat, take a shower, and then I sleep for 2 hours.
Okay. Then
Wait,
you have dinner,
yeah, then I have dinner. Then,
and then do you
um,
sleep after dinner or not?
no, I thought
Try to sleep after dinner.
yeah,
What hour do you usually have dinner?
like 5, 6 during that time. It's like
Okay, so really early.
yeah, it's not it's not 5, 6. It's like around like 7:30 to like 8, something like that.
Okay. Then you have like 4 hours, 3 hours before the call. You can sleep for 1.5 hours or 2 hours, and your performance, man, will skyrocket. I can guarantee you that.
Then like what do you think I need to do? Like I'm trying to take at least like 3, 4 calls a day so I could like get in the reps and stuff. Cause
It's not really the reps because you're putting in the reps. The problem is that you had to put your body in a condition where it's able to perform. That's the thing. Because you're putting the reps in. It's not a problem about like quantity. You're putting the quantity in. It's just about the quality. Not really. It's not really on you, but it's on your body.
yeah.
I think before this call, you have to take at least 2 hours of sleep. What are you doing like in the meantime? Dinner call with me.
Um, I'll like take a call with Abby, but like he didn't show up again. But
Okay.
that or and like I'm just like going over scripts, watching the video, like that we
Okay.
posted, not posted. That's about it.
Let's assume like you have dinner at 8 p.m.
Mm,
You finish at 8:39. What time?
around 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
You first sleep for like from 9, let's say, to 10:30 or even 11 p.m. Then you spend 1 hour like going over scripts, practicing the thing when you're already rested, and you have time also to wake you up, and then you have the call now.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit better for your body, man, because that's the problem. Okay, it's not about you because you are putting in the effort. It's about like the brain fog, the stress. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. I'm just like going over like my script. I'm just seeing like
Okay.
I'm just seeing that.
Mm. Yeah, you got you get home after school at 3 p.m.
Yeah, it's like
Damn,
three.
bro.
Yeah, cause like school ends at two
Oh yeah,
eighteen,
yeah, you
and
told me. You told, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
you
the
told me.
bus comes
Yeah,
late
yeah. What time do you start school? 8:30 p.m.
it's like 7:30. 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah, I have to wake up at 5:30 to get up,
Damn.
get to the bus at 6:15, and then school starts at 7:30.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's long hours, man. 7:30 to 2, let's say 2:30. And so it's like
Like 8 9 hours.
8 hours. What
Yeah.
the hell?
It's
You have
terrible.
schools 5 times a week.
It's basically like a job, bro.
Damn.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
I have school, but it's like only, I mean, 5 hours a day,
Dang.
from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. No, sorry, to, yeah, 12 p.m. No, 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 1 p.m.
That's
So yeah,
good.
5 hours. Yeah, but it's more. I think it's a little bit more concentrated
Yeah.
because I have also school on Saturday.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go over the whole call one time, and then you go to sleep.
Like it's literally only challenge. It's only challenge. I
Yeah.
swear.
Tomorrow we'll practice the whole call so you don't forget anything. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hey. Damn. Hey, John. It's Christoph here at Closing Lunch. How you doing today, man?
Oh, you have to go through the whole call.
Do you like do you want me to or do you want to?
No, no, no. I said tomorrow.
Oh, to oh okay okay
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay
I saw that you don't forget anything about situation, vision, and anything. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So hey, Christoph, it's John here from Closing Lunch. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man.
You sure? It doesn't sound like it.
Oh man, like it's been a rough day, man. I don't lie.
A lot of work or school.
Yeah, just a lot of work, school, and just other things on my mind. So
Yeah, yeah, same thing, bro. I'm super like booked in today. So, are you okay if we dive into the call?
yeah,
Great, let's jump in. So, I saw you booked in like 4 hours ago. You spoke with one of my with Martin, I think, and you were interested in having more information about what it would actually look like working with us. Is that right?
yeah, that's right.
Okay, great. So, what I'd like to do on this call, I'd first like to start out with a few questions to better understand like you and your goals with Heidi Sales. And if I feel like we can help, we'll get into that towards the end of the call. Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, great. So kick things off with a bit of background on yourself and what you're looking to do with Heidi Sales, and we'll see if we can help. Okay?
All right. Okay. Um, I'm 30 years old and I'm working at this car sales job. And honestly, like I'm just like I just want to like move to high ticket sales because I still want to have like I just want to have location freedom and be able to travel and yeah, have a little bit more money too.
Okay, just to see if I understand everything correctly. You're 30, you're working as a car salesman, and you're looking to get into high ticket sales because you want to have more location freedom.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been working this job for?
I've been working this job for about like 2 years.
Oh, so like not a long time. How's that been?
It's been like okay, like the first year, but like the second year, like it was like it got bad and stuff, and yeah, just stuff.
Okay. What do you mean by like it got bad? What was like that made the first year okay and the second year not okay?
That's honestly like the cost of living and stuff, and like um, I like got the desire to like travel more, and like I can't really travel because I'm like stuck in this one little town working in this job, and yeah, and like the cost of living is going up, and I'm not really making that much money to actually pay all the bills and like do all that stuff. So
Okay, so the things you say about your job that you don't really like at the moment is that the money you're making that before were okay, but now at the moment with cost of living going up, they're just starting to be not enough. Is that fair to assume?
yeah,
Okay, and so this thing of not having really enough money as you would like is making you struggle a bit with paying bills and stuff, and also is um, leaving you the possibility, not giving you the possibility of traveling and really having like location freedom.
yeah.
Okay, well, why do you feel like location freedom is so important to you?
Well, it's important to me because Like all my life, I would have been able to travel. I haven't been able to like go to different states, and like that's something like I really want to do. Can't really do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's just something you didn't really do in the past, right? Okay. You had any jobs before this car salesman thing?
Yeah, I've worked. I've tried e-commerce, but like it's not actual job. It's like a business model. But I tried e-commerce and like drop shipping.
Okay. And what made you go into like the sales world with a car salesman?
Plus, like with sales, you don't really have to like put in money to actually make money because of e-commerce and day trading and all that stuff. Like you have to have money to actually make money, and like I didn't really have money at the time, so I
Yeah,
decided
no,
to
no, I'm not talking about high ticket sales. I'm talking about like the job you're working right now as a car salesman.
like why did I start working in car sales?
Yeah, what made you got into sales?
Honestly, cause so I could like make a little bit more money, like just make a little
Okay,
more money. So
okay. And are you actually making the more money you wanted?
yeah, like at first I wanted to make around like 3K month, and like I'm like currently making around 3K month now. So yeah,
Okay, so you're making the same since when you started, right?
yeah.
Okay, so you said you wanna get into high ticket sales because you wanna make more money, and you wanna have location freedom.
Yeah.
Like, isn't there a way for you in your current job to actually scale your position and gain more in commission, earn more in commissions?
Yeah, like some of the people in my dealership, they're like making around 7K a month, but they've been working here for about like 5 years, and like I'm not really willing to like wait that long to actually make a little bit more money. So I want to
Okay,
get high ticket sales.
okay. So you say that if you're gonna stay in your job, it's gonna take too long basically to actually earn the money you wanna earn.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what makes you look into high ticket sales? Because okay, you said it's not something you really need money to make money, but what made you do it? Because there are also other business models that you don't have to put in money to actually make money. So what made you look into high ticket sales specifically?
Um, because honestly, like since I've been working in my car sales job, like I've really like sales and stuff, so I feel like high ticket sales is something that will like work for me and make more money.
Okay. You repeated this thing I actually wanted to make more money like many times here. Where do you think like the money you're currently making is not allowing you to do apart from, traveling and having freedom?
It's not allowing me to like buy things I want to buy and like pay off bills I haven't paid off and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, so really I can assume it's been a little bit heavy on you, right? What do you say about it?
it's just terrible, man. Like it's just like not having the money to pay bills, get all this stuff. It's just like it's stressful, man.
Okay. Um, yeah, I can totally understand. How many hours are you working a day?
I'm working about like 8 to like 9 hours a day.
Damn, really long hours. 5 or 6 days a week.
It's like 5 days a week.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. You have a family, children?
Nah, I'm just by myself.
Okay. Okay. Totally understand. So just to recap your situation a little bit, you're 30, you're working as a car salesman, and you've been working this job for 2 years. And really, the last year with cost of living going up, you're not being really satisfied with the situation. You're looking for something else to actually first make more money and second have more freedom of traveling because it's not really something you had a possibility to do in the past. And you said that yeah, that's basically what we want to do. Is that correct?
Gotcha.
And how long have you been going through this feeling of actually wanting to change your situation for?
It's been about like the year that like the cost of living went up was just a year ago. It's been about like a year. I've been going through this. Been feeling like this.
Okay, since when the cost of living went up, you really felt like this.
Yeah, I've been wanting more
Okay,
money and all this stuff.
yeah, the thing that made you click is that you suddenly didn't have enough money to do all the things you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so, what are you looking to do with high ticket sales? Where are your goals?
looking to like make around 10K a month and be able to travel.
Okay. So 10K a month, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you looking to start this part time or full time? Quitting your job?
I'm looking to do this like part time, like currently, because I need like make enough money to actually quit my job. Then I do this full time.
Okay. Hey, so you wanna start high ticket sales, start making enough money so that you can then eventually quit your job with the money you're making with the part time high ticket sales.
Yeah,
Okay, and so you said you want to make 10K a month as a part time closer.
yeah.
How long do you think you're gonna take to actually get to there?
As a part time closer, I feel like honestly, man, like I don't really know, but like it's gonna be like longer than doing it full time.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. I can assure you that, like, since I want to be completely honest with you, I'm gonna tell you that if you're gonna start part time, it's gonna be a little bit more. It's gonna be more difficult compared to someone who's starting like full time because you're
Yeah,
gonna have to practice, or like either before work or after work when you're tired, you're stressed, you have all these things going on. So are you actually willing to go through that?
yeah.
Okay, great. Right, because what do you think this major change in your life of making 10K a month would actually bring to your life? Let's say you make 10K a month for a year straight. What do you think would be the difference?
Um, like I'll be making six figures. I'll probably like I would be like up to date on all my bills. I'll pay off all my bills, and I'll be able to like travel more. The money.
Okay, so you think you basically have a more freedom-based life.
Yeah.
Okay, and where do you want to take it next after 10K a month?
I want to take it to like around like 20K a month, something like that. I'm not really sure.
10K a month. Okay, why that number specifically?
I feel like 20K a month. Um, I wasn't really that sure about it. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
I was about to ask you that.
yeah. Like 20K a month. I feel like 20K a month was like it's basically 10K a month, but like with more freedom to do what we do.
Yeah, it's double the
Yeah,
money, you
yeah,
know.
doing money. So
But you didn't sound really convinced when you said 20K. So what was that? Like you're not really convinced that you can make 20K a month as a closer? Uh,
I'm
what is
convinced.
that?
Like I'm convinced I could like make it, but I'm not. I'm like I don't have a specific like goal in mind, like after 10K month. So
Okay, yeah, that's completely normal, man. And by the way, just to make me understand a little bit better, whatever you get there, like making 10K a month, having the financial freedom you want, the location freedom you want, how would that feel from moving away from the life you're currently living?
that felt amazing, man. Like moving away from this life and being able to pay the bills, travel, do whatever I want. I feel amazing.
Right, great. That's what I wanted to hear, man. Right, because you said you've been experiencing this for 1 year, and how long have you been actually trying to change this actively with ticket sales? You said you tried also drop shipping in the past. When was that?
Try Josh and all that stuff about it was like a year before I started my sales job. So yeah, a year before I started my sales job.
Um, okay, but you said you wanted to change your situation only 1 year ago, but you said you'd already got into drop shipping like 3 years ago.
Yeah, cause I was like I was looking for a job and I found out about e-commerce and stuff and like I tried to do it and it didn't work out. Then I tried getting
Okay,
this.
what
I
do you
got
think?
then I got into sales and then you know
What do you think it didn't work out? The drop shipping thing, ecom thing.
I think it didn't work out because like at the time I wasn't making like money and stuff. I wasn't really making that much money and you have to have money to actually start a business. And
Yeah,
I realized like I don't have the money, so I just like quit it.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly. And so you've been experiencing this for 1 year. I was asking you before I asked you this. You've been going through this feeling of actually wanting to change for 1 year, but how long have you been actually looking into like taking action towards ticket sales?
It's been about 6 months.
Okay. So there is a 6 months gap there. Why do you think it took you like 6 months to actually come to the realization that yeah, you knew that you needed to do something? Why did you take so like 6 months to actually do something?
Honestly, like I think I just got. I mean, like I kind of just got comfortable with my situation. Like I'm making 3K.
Don't be like accountable so fast. Like say, yeah, I didn't have the time, didn't was that.
Okay. Um, I couldn't really find a time for it. To be honest, man. Like I was working like long hours and I'd be tired after work. I couldn't really find time. Honestly.
Okay. So the reason why you didn't really like you waited for 6 months before actually getting into high grade sales because you didn't have the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And in these 6 months that you've been taking action, what have you done?
I have taken some notes, watched some videos, and I went over like a free course. That's about it.
Okay. And do you think that's enough? Not to downplay or anything, but like, do you think that's enough to actually get you to becoming closer?
No, not really.
Okay. Do you think that the reason why you haven't taken action is because you weren't able to find the time?
Um, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Just I'm a bit struggling to understand here because you know you said you wanted to change your situation so bad because you're not even making enough money to actually live comfortably, and you wanted to have this freedom that you don't really have at the moment. But at the same time, this job that is not giving you the thing that you really wanted, um, is not giving you the time to actually change the situation you want, that change the situation you're in. And we, for this reason, we've not been able to like go over it. Is it cool if we make a quick observation about this?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, sure. So it seems like, yeah, you've been going on this situation for the past year, but and you've been actually doing something for the past 6 months. But you said personally that like the action you take is not enough to actually become the closer you want to become, right? Okay, and so is it fair to assume that the fact that you didn't make this, like the fact that you you weren't able to put time into high ticket sales was because you didn't make this your priority in your life? Okay, and do you see how the fact of not making the priority you want to make that's probably come from the fact that the pain of staying in the same situation has not exceeded the actual pain of taking action, resulting in a lack of urgency of taking action. Do you see that? So do you see how this lack of urgency has been holding you back for the past year from actually doing something more concrete and actually becoming a closer? And how if this behavior like will continue to like you continue to not make high ticket sales your absolute priority, and I get this, man, it's not easy, but you see how if these things continues, you're just gonna stay in the same situation. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and so how do you think we can move past this behavior of not making this your absolute priority in order to get you where you want to be?
He moved past his by just like just like making this my top priority and just actually locking in and doing the work that I have to do to become a closer.
Okay, and how do you think you'd be able to do that?
Um,
Because this has been the goal for the past year, but it's not hasn't really happened. So how do you think you'd be able to do stretch that?
I need to change my mindset. Like, to be honest, I just need to like do it. I should change my mindset because I have like,
Exactly.
because like up until now, I've had like the same mindset. I think you try to change my mindset to actually have different results.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely normal for someone like you, who's not surrounded by people that are ambitious and actually want to do this with high sales. right? Because what do you think will happen, let's say in 3 years from now, if you don't change your mindset, if you keep not making high ticket sales or whatever like method to actually make money, your absolute priority, let's say 3 years from now, where would you be? What do you think you'd be?
I'll be in the same place, man. Like I'll have the same mindset. I'll be in the same place.
Okay. And is this something you're okay with? Why?
Because like I won't be making the money I want to make, and I'll have like the same job. Like my life will be completely the same, like of like what it is right now. So I won't be fine with that.
Okay. Great. So are you actually committed to going through those hard moments? Because I'm telling you, man, these hard moments when you want to quit, it's too hard to handle. There's too much stress on the line. Are you actually willing to push through those moments where you feel like you're too stressed to actually become the closer you want to be? Because those moments will come, man. So are you actually willing to push through those moments when they'll come?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And are you actually convinced that if you get more serious into something like high ticket sales, you're gonna find 2 to 3 to 4 hours every single day. I don't care when, like before your job or before you go to work or after you come back home. We'll figure that out. But do you think you'd be able to find 2 to 4 hours to practice every single day, and maybe in the weekends you can? That I think you have looked like a more open schedule. You'd be able to practice for longer.
Yeah, like yeah. So,
How do you think like in the week with your job you can actually find like actually make 2 to 3 hours to practice for this?
um, like after work, I just like maybe take a nap, then like work 2 hours after work. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think like make like a little more time for this.
Yeah, that's good. Do you think like it'll be pleasant to work after work to work towards high ticket sales after your job?
Not at all, but like I just have to like work through it and like just get through this.
Okay. Yeah, great. So, just to recap everything real quick, you're 30, you're working as a car salesman, and you're not really satisfied with the amount of money that you're making right now, and even with the amount of freedom you have with your current position. And so, what you're looking to do with high ticket sales is starting part time. So, in the next, you said like 6 months, let's say, 7 months, you can get to eventually 10K a month, so you can finally make enough money to quit your job and actually live the life you wanted to live. But the reason why in this year that you've been feeling this way, you really haven't taken action, it was because you didn't have a sense of urgency inside yourself that made you actually say fuck it and take the actions you need to take. And you said that if you're gonna, and you said personally that this was a mindset problem, and that if you're not gonna solve it, let's say in the next 3 years, you're gonna stay in the exact same situation. Am I understanding everything correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so we said you've been going to put it in the time. You said um you're going to make this your priority because that has been the problem for the past year. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to hear from you, man. Because the last thing I wanted to do is actually getting like doing a big commitment with this, and then at the end of the day, you just don't do the actions that you need to actually become a closer, right? Great. So, what do you think, just before we get into everything and the details and stuff, what do you think would be um, you would need from the perfect support system in order to get you from where you are right now, working as a car salesman, making 3K a month, and actually not having many hours to practice during the day, to actually get you to become a closer with the skill set and with everything that you need and making 10K a month?
I think I'll need like a little bit more guidance and a little bit more coaching on certain things.
Okay, coaching and guidance. Why specifically those things?
Guidance. I feel like guidance. Like I just need like some type of script or like some type of like framework to follow. To like actually know what I'm doing and
Hmm.
like when I do like get that, I feel like I'll need coaching on it because I'll probably make a lot of mistakes that I don't see. But when I have a coach, like the coach will tell me, "Hey, you're making this mistake," and he'll point it out, and I'll be able to like change that and improve.
Okay. Do you think that if you have those things, you'll get to your goals of becoming a 10K a month closer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. So great, exactly. So obviously, we need to get into the details and everything, but as long as you have all the things that you need to become a closer, how soon do you think you'd be able to get into something like this, a program that will actually get you to where you want to be?
I mean, like right now, I'll be honest. If I'll be doing it right now.
Great. So let's get into it. Let's see how you can change your life. Okay, so it wasn't bad, but I think I could have done a bit better in some things. What do you think?
Um, you did good in did good in situation. You asked like all the questions basically. Vision, it was good.
Maybe challenge was the thing where I
Yeah.
could have done just a little bit better.
Um, I mean, like you like to ask like every question that like I would think you need to ask. Like you ask every question. I don't
Okay,
know.
maybe I spoke a little bit too much.
Oh, I think it was in game commitment or something like that. It was
Okay,
I feel like you could like said like something to like actually say it like no like say something that like that will like not maybe just say yes. That will maybe like explain like why you
yeah, yeah,
felt like
yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking about.
yeah.
Okay, we'll work on that. Okay, man. Good practice. Thanks for your time,
I was
and we'll see each other tomorrow. Okay.